everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has shared first look pictures of Dodger Savage's dramatic return to the village next week. At the start of this year, Danny Mac reprised his role as Dodger after 10 years away from the soap. But there was a big twist. Dodger is now an undercover police officer. He has been working with Rex and getting involved in his criminal operation in a bid to bring down his and Grace's sinister schemes. Dodger reunited with his former love, Maxine, during the missing year, but he kept his double life from her until she found out the truth in February and walked away from their relationship. While he hasn't been seen on screen since, next week, Rex will employ Dodger to get rid of Robbie, who he and Grace previously thought was the mole in their operation. However, seeing as Dodger is the mole, it remains to be seen how he will deal with Robbie and whether he can keep his identity under wraps. But later next week, Dodger ends up coming face to face with his twin sister Sienna, a reunion that viewers have anticipated since she thought she spotted her brother in the village earlier this year. The situation soon gets even more complicated, however, when their sweet family reunion unexpectedly grows. In new spoilers released by Hollyoaks, Mira Pocahontas shows Myra and Prince a photo she took of a mysterious man in the village and asks if it is her dad. Myra is quick to try to convince the teenager otherwise, but when alone, she admits to Prince that the man is, in fact, Dodger. Meanwhile, after Martha admitted to Jez that she poisoned Sienna and caused her health scare, it appears that her evil scheme is ongoing, as she collapses again in the market. Jez uses his daughter's condition as an opportunity, and he calls his long-lost son Dodger, who ignores Maxine's fears and arrives on the scene quickly to tend to Sienna. Dodger walks through the village with the entire family in tow, and this spectacle confirms to both Myra and Grace that he is back for good. Will Dodger be able to continue hiding his big secret amid his village return? Hollyoaks confirms Dodger's dramatic return to the village next week. Fans of the long-running British soap opera Hollyoaks are in for a treat, as the show confirms the highly anticipated and dramatic return of one of its most beloved characters. Dodger Savage, a name that resonates with many longtime viewers, is making his way back to the village next week. His return promises to shake things up in a way that only a character with such a rich history can. Since his departure from the village, Dodger's absence has been felt, and now, as the excitement builds, viewers are eager to see what brings him back into the fold and how his reintroduction will affect the lives of those who once knew him. Who is Dodger Savage? Before diving into the specifics of Dodger's return, it's important to reflect on the character's journey within the Hollyoaks universe. Dodger Savage, portrayed by actor Danny Mac, was introduced to viewers in 2011 as a charming but complex character. His storylines ranged from passionate romances to tangled familial dramas. Dodger's ability to move seamlessly between a lovable rogue and a troubled soul won him the admiration of fans. Dodger's familial connections were at the heart of many major storylines, with his relationship to the Savage family proving to be a central theme in his narrative arc. His relationships with his siblings and various romantic interests created a compelling portrait of a man struggling to reconcile his desires and his darker impulses. Throughout his time on Hollyoaks, viewers saw Dodger face moral dilemmas, navigate deep emotional turmoil, and try to balance his ambitions with the realities of village life. One of the most defining aspects of Dodger's character was his complex love life. Over the years, his romantic entanglements, particularly with the likes of Sinead O'Connor and other key figures in the show, added an extra layer of intrigue to his storyline. These relationships not only drove much of the plot, but also allowed audiences to witness Dodger's vulnerabilities. He wasn't just a handsome face, he was a character layered with emotion and depth, someone whose flaws and moments of growth made him all the more compelling. His sudden exit from Hollyoaks left many unanswered questions, and fans were left wondering what had become of Dodger. While his departure was well received at the time, his legacy has never truly left the village, and now, the news of his return is causing quite a stir. The build-up to his return. The announcement that Dodger is coming back to Hollyoaks has been met with a wave of excitement, but it's also been shrouded in mystery. The teasers surrounding his return have been cryptic, leaving fans guessing about his motivations and the circumstances that will bring him back to the village. As with most soap operas, a character's return is rarely as simple as just showing up again. The question on everyone's lips is why now? What could possibly bring Dodger back to Hollyoaks after such a long absence? And more importantly, how will his return affect the lives of the other characters, particularly those who were closest to him? One of the key factors in Dodger's return is undoubtedly the emotional pull of the village. Over the years, characters on Hollyoaks have developed strong bonds, and Dodger's connections to many of them are significant. From his tumultuous history with Cinia to his complex relationships with his family, there's a rich tapestry of drama just waiting to be explored. His return could mean reconciliation, confrontation, or even new conflicts. And of course, there's always the possibility that Dodger could be hiding something darker, that will complicate matters even further. Fans are eagerly anticipating how these relationships will evolve, with many hoping to see long-awaited resolutions to unfinished storylines. Dodger's return could bring about opportunities for healing, but it could also create rifts that echo throughout the village. The drama unfolds. What can we expect? One of the biggest questions surrounding Dodger's return is how the village itself will react to his reappearance. His presence is sure to stir up a variety of emotions among the residents of Hollyoaks. For some, Dodger's return could be a welcome sight, perhaps a chance to reconnect with an old friend or lover. But for others, his return may open old wounds and ignite long-buried tensions. There's a particular focus on the impact Dodger's return will have on his family, especially his siblings. The Savage family has always been at the heart of many dramatic storylines in the show, and Dodger's re-entry into their lives could cause ripples that affect everyone. Old rivalries, unresolved conflicts, and emotional baggage are likely to resurface as the Savage family dynamic is tested once again. It's also worth noting that Dodger's romantic entanglements are bound to complicate things. Will he rekindle old flames? Or will he find himself caught in a new love triangle that drives the story in unexpected directions? The possibilities are endless, and the drama will undoubtedly reach new heights as old characters and new ones interact with the returning heartthrob. What fans are most curious about is how the writers will use Dodger's return to develop fresh storylines. Given his tumultuous past, it's likely that his comeback won't be without its fair share of drama. There's always the chance that Dodger could return with a new agenda, perhaps even a darker side that could send shockwaves through the village. Could he be hiding something? Is there a bigger mystery at play? Given that soap operas are notorious for their unexpected twists, fans are on the edge of their seats, eager to see how this storyline will evolve. Will Dodger come back to seek redemption? Or will he return with a more sinister motive? The suspense is palpable, and it seems that the next week will be filled with suspenseful and thrilling moments that will keep viewers hooked. Fans' reactions. What are people saying? The reaction from fans to Dodger's return has been overwhelmingly positive, with many taking to social media to express their excitement. For longtime fans of the show, Dodger's return is a nostalgic moment, reminding them of the golden days of Hollyoaks and some of the most memorable storylines involving the character. Others have praised the show's decision to bring back the character with such a strong fan following, believing that his return will breathe new life into the series. Some fans are particularly excited to see how the character will be written in the context of today's Hollyoaks, which has evolved in many ways since Dodger's departure. The soap has always been known for pushing boundaries and addressing important social issues, and fans are hoping that Dodger's return will be used as an opportunity to explore new and relevant themes. However, not all reactions have been purely positive. Some viewers are skeptical about the long-term implications of bringing back a character who had such a significant presence on the show in the past. There's concern that his return could disrupt the current flow of the storyline, or overshadow the development of other characters. Nevertheless, the majority of viewers are excited to see how his return will fit into the larger narrative and contribute to the ongoing drama. The future of Dodger in Hollyoaks. While the immediate focus is on his return, the bigger question is what the future holds for Dodger in the village. Will his stay be a short-term storyline, or could he be a more permanent fixture in the show moving forward? Many fans are hoping that his return will mark the beginning of a new chapter for the character, one that will allow him to grow and evolve, while still staying true to the traits that made him so beloved in the first place. As the drama unfolds, it's clear that Dodger's return will be a defining moment in Hollyoaks history. It will certainly have far-reaching consequences for many of the characters, and the fallout from his reappearance will keep fans on the edge of their seats for weeks to come. Whether he's seeking redemption, revenge, or simply looking to reconnect with the past, there's no doubt that Dodger's return will be one of the most talked-about events in the soap's recent history. As fans eagerly count down the days to his arrival, one thing is certain: Hollyoaks is about to become a whole lot more exciting with the return of Dodger Savage. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.